The Architect of Time, A Legacy Unveiled. Chapter 1. The Time-Weathered Scroll. In the quietude of the British Museum's Antiquities Department, Thomas Brighton felt a spark of curiosity. His gaze locked on an old parchment with an aged, worn appearance, lying on a table amidst a clutter of imposing artifacts. He could tell from the dust on its transparent casing that it had been forgotten, passed over for more impressive finds. Yet, the apparent insignificance of this scroll intrigued him. As a historian, he had learned that history's whispers often lay hidden in the smallest, overlooked pieces. His heart raced as he lifted the scroll with gloved hands and moved towards his desk. A single overhead light cast a circle of warm glow onto the parchment, highlighting the faded ink and strange symbols that wound their way across the scroll's surface. On initial examination, the symbols appeared cryptic, their meanings lost to the ravages of time. They bore a resemblance to hieroglyphs, yet were subtly distinct. Thomas's gaze narrowed in concentration, years of studying ancient languages flooding back to him. He began to notice patterns, commonalities with other ancient scripts. His enthrallment grew as he realized he was staring at a new puzzle, an enigma of history waiting to be unraveled. The world outside, the grey London weather, and the incessant ticking of the clock faded away as he focused on the symbols. After days of intense deciphering and cross-referencing, a coherent message began to emerge, revealing a story lost to time. It spoke of an architect, not of buildings, but of concepts influencing time itself. Thomas leaned back, heart racing and mind buzzing with his revelation. An architect capable of bending time? It felt like the plot of a science fiction tale, yet it was inscribed on an ancient scroll. The historian in him craved to investigate further, to uncover the truth about this architect of time. It was a tantalizing prospect that promised to unveil a history forgotten, a legacy buried in dust and time. Little did he know, he had just set himself on a journey that would change his life and the course of history forever. Thomas's excitement gave way to methodical diligence. He meticulously photographed the scroll from multiple angles, ensuring each symbol was captured in detail. The images proved invaluable as he cross-referenced them with his collection of historical references and scripts. Hours blurred into days, nights filled with coffee-stained papers and the hum of his old desktop. The symbols on the scroll weren't from a single ancient civilization. Instead, they bore hallmarks of several, an amalgamation of Egyptian, Roman, and hints of East Asian cultures. Thomas found it fascinating, yet perplexing. How could a single document bear the mark of so many civilizations? He wrestled with translations and interpretations, some leading to dead ends, others opening new and exciting avenues of research. Among the cryptic phrases, one line stood out: "The architect shapes not stone or wood, but time's elusive thread." It was poetic, powerful, and thoroughly captivating. As he stared at this line, the room seemed to fade, and Thomas was transported to an era where the architect of time lived and breathed, a world where time could be woven, twisted, and shaped by a master. It was an intoxicating image that fueled his determination to discover more. Fueled by a newfound sense of purpose, Thomas dedicated every waking hour to the ancient scroll. Sleep became an elusive creature, chased away by the burning curiosity that had consumed him. Food was an afterthought, a necessary distraction quickly dealt with in between bouts of research. His dedication bore fruit when he finally managed to piece together an initial translation of the scroll's text. It hinted at the existence of this architect of time, a figure revered and feared in equal measure. It described a legacy of time, woven creations, details of which were cryptic at best. The architect of time was no mere mason. This figure had the power to alter the perception of time, to distort reality, and to play with the very fabric of existence. The mere concept of such a figure was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. As Thomas sat back in his chair, staring at the now silent scroll, he felt a thrill of exhilaration tinged with a sliver of apprehension. He had been given a glimpse into a forgotten epoch, a story that had been erased from history's grand narrative. With the mystery of the architect of time revealed, he now had a daunting task ahead. He had to delve deeper into this obscure past, to follow the footsteps of the architect, to understand and, ultimately, to unveil this hidden legacy to the world. The realization of what lay ahead was both exhilarating and daunting. The path was shrouded in mists of time and mystery, beckoning him forward. It promised peril, adventure, and the tantalizing prospect of history rewritten. Thomas knew the journey would not be easy, but the thrill of discovery was too enticing to resist. As he gazed at the time, weathered scroll that started it all, Thomas felt a profound connection to the past. The weight of history seemed to rest on his shoulders, urging him to unravel secrets lost to time. His heart pounded with anticipation and a sense of destiny as he prepared to step into the unknown. Every discovery and clue brought Thomas closer to grasping the true power of the architect of time. With determination and resolve, he accepted the challenge, eager to pursue the architect's shadow and reveal truths concealed for centuries. An adventure of a lifetime lay ahead, and Thomas Brighton was prepared to face it with unwavering courage. His heart raced with anticipation, ready to unlock the secrets of time itself.